Hi, welcome to one and all. Today's topic is understanding Azure DevOps in less than 15 minutes. What is DevOps? DevOps is nothing but the union of people, process, and tools. What's in it for me in case if I implement DevOps in my company? I would be able to do, I would be able to have a faster lead time for changes, and I can have faster MTTR, that is mean time to recover, and I can achieve the lower change failure rate. Anytime there is a change, the failure rate is higher in the industry. That can be lowered effectively with the implementation of DevOps. And I can be faster and enhance my deployment frequency. So that means if I am in uh, quarterly release cadence, I can drill down or shorten down for a monthly. If I'm already into monthly release cycles, I can practice even the fortnightly or a weekly release frequency. Or if I'm already there on weekly release cadence, I can even boldly say on a daily release practice. If I'm already there on daily release practices in a day multiple times with confidence and consistency and error-free deployments, I can get up to. So that's the kind of advantage that you're going to have in case if you are implementing the DevOps. Okay, so how Microsoft is going to help me? Microsoft Azure is a powerful and flexible foundation for past, present, and future apps. With this, we would be able to easily build, manage, and test and deploy any application and any stack on a massive global network using the familiar tools and frameworks which we already we are working with, or we are going to choose in the future also. Okay, so then what does it need to implement DevOps? It doesn't require anything much. So on Microsoft side, if you are trying to adopt Azure DevOps, that's going to help you implement the continuous integration, continuous deployment, and continuous learning and monitoring options. What's going to happen with continuous integration? Each time you commit code, it's automatically built and tested and bugs are detected faster. So that means you are going to save a lot of cost because the bugs at the dev area are very cheap when compared to the bugs at the production. So you are going to fail early to correct early. That's one. And then with the continuous deployment, you can automate the entire process from code commit to production if your CI/CD tests are successful. So with the automation of deployments, you are going to eliminate, avoid, nullify a lot of human errors that generally takes care and takes and no, gives you surprise at the production and while everything appears to be fine in the dev and test environment, once it goes to production, it starts giving you surprises. All those you can avoid. And using earlier mentioned CI/CD practices with couple of monitoring tools like Application Insights and Operational Management Suite, Analytic Logs, and other all monitoring tools, you would be able to safely deliver features to customers as soon as they are ready. So you can be confident and they are also going to be up to the mark in quality and in performance. You can release it as and when they are ready. Sorry for it. So now let me introduce you to Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps is the tool that Microsoft is offering you to implement DevOps at your premise. Two options. One is that you can either choose for the hosted, that is Azure DevOps service. The other one is if you would like to have the Azure DevOps implemented on your premise, so then Azure DevOps server. So the Azure DevOps is available in two modes. One is the hosted, the other one is on-premise. Azure DevOps service, both have the same purpose and motto. Both are going to help you uh, in implementing the DevOps. Azure DevOps primarily consists of these features: Azure Boards, Azure Pipelines, Azure Repos, Azure Test Plans, Azure Artifacts. We'll try to see and understand what exactly each one of them does to implement DevOps. Azure Boards. So effective planning and tracking of all your work items and bugs and then backlogs, all of them would happen from this. That is called Azure Boards. So your work item planning and tracking mechanism. It's a Scrum ready, it's Agile, Safe Agile, any of the versions of Agile you would like to implement, it's ready. All the insights that you require for your project insights would be available with this. Whether you use Kanban boards, backlogs, team dashboards, and even if you want to have any custom reporting, you can plan and then get the information. Coming to Azure Repos. Unlimited Git repositories are available for you. It supports two kinds of version controlling systems. One is the distributed version controlling system, which is widely used and accepted model of version controlling across the industry. The other one is the centralized version controlling system. That's in traditional way it is called as TFVC. So both of the repo models are available. Whichever you are comfortable in implementing, get it done with your teams. Whatever may be the IDE that you might be using, whether it's if you are onto .NET, maybe using Visual Studio, or if you are onto open source using any other editor, it could be Eclipse also, Atom also, any other editor, or any Git client for that matter, to push the codes and then um, checking in the code that you are managing. So all of them would work. And there is a semantic code search feature available, so which would help you to look for whatever you want across the content. That means it is code understandable search. It can understand classes and variables and other things. So that's the kind of search that you have across the projects and then the organizations. You can check it up. Azure Test Plans. All your test case management can be well planned using this tool, and whether your testing is happening on web apps or desktop or where it is, wherever it is, where your app is, you are going to get it tested. All can be captured, whether it with the planned test suites, test plans, and then test cases and test steps, or even without any plan, only the exploratory testing you are doing. So there is a rich capturing of the data that's going to happen and then would help you even for your playback and then fast forward. All the options and features available for you would reduce the effort that's going to take for whole of your testing practices. Sorry. Azure Artifacts. Azure Artifacts is going to act as a central repository for all your artifact management, whether it's from Maven, NPM, and NuGet, that can be easily integrated with the CI/CD pipelines. In the interest of time, we'll have to make it a bit faster. So let me take you to the Azure pipelines. This requires a bit of explanation. All your build automation and then release automation happens through the Azure pipeline. And in case if you are working with any of the open source projects, you have unlimited build minutes available from the Azure pipelines. In case if it is private build minutes, private projects build minutes you are talking about, 1,800 build minutes are free of cost for you every month. And whether you want to build, test, deploy Node.js or Python or Java, PHP, Ruby, CC++, .NET, Android, you name it, whatever you want, you can get that done. And then it is extensible. Whether you work with the containers or Kubernetes, Azure Container Registry or Docker Hub, no problem. You can get the deployment done to those environments also. And uh, on open source, as I told you, that unlimited uh, build minutes are available for you. So this is a release pipeline, that how this is how it appears on the various stages while it's traveling. So let's move ahead. And in case if your projects are there in GitHub, GitHub projects are already empowered by Azure pipelines for your continuous integration process, whether it's Atom or Python, CPython, .NET Reactive or Microsoft Visual Studio or VS Code, any of the editors that you're using, you can continue to use and then get the CI implemented from the Git projects. Now let's try to understand the broader Azure ecosystem, what that's available for you to implement DevOps in a perfect blend. Self-service dev and test environments. You can use Azure Lab Services. This is one of the features in Azure. You can use that to simplify your cloud environment management for developers and testers. It can be self-managed with the dev teams and testing teams. And you can even enforce policies and control costs with full visibility. So that's also there. As an IT admin, you might be thinking, if I'm going to give them the privileges and then empower them, how the costs would be controlled, how do I enforce the policies? That's still in your place. Okay, as an admin, you can take still control of that. Either they can use the existing templates or they can use custom images to upload and then reproduce the environments. They can even orchestrate the entire pipeline to integrate or using the REST APIs to get the required environment fabricated through code. So that is infrastructure as code. So in case if you are planning for infrastructure as code, Azure Resource Manager ARM templates are going to help you for automating the spinning up of the infra and editing of it. And even if you would like to use any of the third-party tools like Chef, Puppet, or SaltStack, Ansible, any of this, it's okay. You can very easily get that integrated uh, for your configuration and automation purposes while managing the infrastructure as a code. Let's move quickly. Continuous security is available from the Azure Security Center, helps you to gain the full visibility and control of your cloud security state. You can even leverage machine learning to proactively identify and mitigate risks to reduce exposure to attacks. And application insights, Azure Monitor, and then log analytics all are going to help you to close the loop of DevOps to monitor proactively and then take the necessary actions to correct and alter your application's behavior and performance in the production or non-production sites. So ultimately, the summary shows that the Azure DevOps lets developers choose the tools that they are choice of theirs and then mix and match to create workflows with the tools from Microsoft, open source, or any other third party. Okay, deployment can happen whether it's Azure, AWS, GCP, or Docker Hub, or anything that you think of, you can get that done. And Azure DevOps is not just for one, whether your teams are small or very big, it suits for all. Azure boards, Azure repos, Azure pipelines, Azure test plans, Azure artifacts. These are all the bunch of features that you are going to get with the Azure DevOps to implement DevOps at your software development practices. Up to 5 users, it is free. The Azure DevOps service that I'm talking about, the hosted one, up to 5 users, it's free. From 60 user onwards, it starts with payment, $6 per user per month subscription. That's the basic plan. Test plan would be available at a different cost. So hope so that I have tried my best in making you understand what is Azure DevOps in less than 15 minutes. In case if you have any questions, please keep posting on the same YouTube videos. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and peers and pals. And I request all your encouragement to continue further. In case if you need any other topics to be posted, please do let me know, and I'm going to gear up and then get it done for you. Thank you for watching all your time and patience. Thank you. Good day. Bye-bye.